Welcome to Believers Revival Center. My name is Immaculate, and we welcome you to our third anniversary. I would just like you to introduce yourself to us.
My name is Bishop Dr. Andrew Kakai from Christ Restoration Church, Kawangware.
Okay, that is so nice to hear. I can see that you have so many titles, Bishop and Doctor.
So many, because I've also lived long.
Okay. I purpose to have so many titles also.
But they mean nothing.
Why?
Titles mean nothing.
Titles mean nothing. Okay, what means something to you? Or
I'm a son of God.
okay, that is nice to hear. I understand that you're a bishop, as you also said that you're a doctor. How many years of ministry do you have?
I've been in ministry as a pastor since 1997. As a pastor.
I was not born at that time. Okay, it's such a nice thing to serve God for such a long time. And what are the main challenges that you faced as a pastor?
The main challenge is I'm a human being. I'm serving God. And so that element of flowing with the invisible God, that's the biggest challenge. Because it has to be one day at a time. I am not a pastor if he has not made me one. So I can tell you that's the biggest challenge. And it remains even now how I can remain being a pastor serving an invisible God.
And what made you feel, or what made you start ministry? What made you feel like you have been called into ministry?
Callings are very unique. Everyone will have a story on what really happened. And that's a long story. But the greatest thing is my fulfillment is in ministry.
Okay. And what has God done for you that is a major thing, or that you feel is a major transformation in your ministry, something that you can always use as an experience to make others feel like there is a God and there is
One thing we get from ministry is fulfillment, meaning I'm right at the center of my purpose. That's number one. Number two, I have seen his faithfulness. God is faithful, and that makes him real. And so that is one of the greatest things I can say. It's not an achievement on me, but something I can be proud of. The faithfulness of God. Despite the challenges, despite the coming up, the ups and downs, whether in life or in ministry, he has always remained faithful. He has never changed his position as God who called and sent. So my work has been to be faithful to the message and faithful to the one who called me and sent me. So that's my joy. There are many things people can easily refer to as achievements. I began here, I began with 3 people, now I'm having this number. People can refer to that, but that's not the success I'm looking for. Because my main aim is one soul being imparted, one soul receiving the joy. So if I meet like now I'm with you, if I get fulfilled that you have received what you needed from the Lord, my ministry is done. I count it success.
Okay. And since you've been invited to our third anniversary, I'm sure that maybe you have a history with pastor, or maybe you know him from somewhere. Or maybe I will just ask, how do you know our pastor?
I've known a man, not for after a long time, just a brief time, but I've known a man. You know, we know each other through discernment and through the Spirit. And I have known a man with a clean spirit, with that right spirit. They know the right spirit, because the right spirit will bring out the real servant. The servant who knows God, who has a message, and who is faithful to the message. And all he is doing is pursuing to see that message that was entrusted to him by the one that called him has actually been released, and it has gone to where it was supposed to go. So this is a very zealous man. Not just zeal because of energy or youth energy, but he is zeal because of the cry in the heart. He understands the heart of God. You know, God had a testimony about David. He found a man after his own heart. And what I see in this man, Peter, this man, it's not just zeal. His heart is after God. And he has a cry for the authentic ministry, authentic gospel. That attracts me.
Okay, that is so nice to hear. And since you're here today, what is your expectation?
Well, we're just celebrating the goodness of the Lord and hearing God again for tomorrow and for the next year. For it's not by power nor by might, it's by the Spirit of the Lord. And much more so, He who called us is faithful and is able. 3 years now, we don't know how long.
Okay, I think that is the end of my question. That was so insightful. Karibu sana BRC.
Asante. Thank you.